Hey everyone! Welcome back to Body Talk Chronicles, where we delve deep into the art of communication and uncover the secrets behind body language. Today, we're exploring a provocative and controversial topic: the communication tips that can help you master the art of manipulation. Now, let's be clear. Manipulation is a double-edged sword. It can be used for good or ill, so it's crucial to approach this knowledge with responsibility and integrity. That said, understanding these techniques can give you valuable insights into how influence works, whether to protect yourself or to navigate tricky social situations more effectively. Let's dive in. 1. The power of nonverbal cues. First off, when we talk about manipulation, nonverbal cues are often more powerful than words. Why? Because body language, facial expressions, and gestures can convey messages that words alone cannot. These cues can build trust, create rapport, or subtly shift the dynamics of a conversation. For example, maintaining eye contact can establish dominance or trust, depending on how it's used. If you want to manipulate a situation, knowing when to hold someone's gaze and when to break it can make all the difference. Prolonged eye contact can make you seem confident, persuasive, and in control. However, breaking eye contact at strategic moments can create a sense of mystery or vulnerability, which can also be leveraged in your favor. 2. Mirroring for rapport. One of the most effective techniques in the manipulator's toolkit is mirroring. This involves subtly copying the body language, tone, and pace of the person you're communicating with. Mirroring can create a subconscious bond between you and the other person, making them feel more comfortable and understood. People tend to like others who are like them. And when you mirror someone, you're essentially saying, "I'm just like you." This can be particularly powerful in negotiations, job interviews, or any situation where you need to gain someone's trust quickly. But be careful. Mirroring needs to be subtle. If the other person catches on, it can backfire. 3. The art of silence. Another shocking tip? The strategic use of silence. In conversations, especially during negotiations or confrontations, most people are uncomfortable with silence. They feel compelled to fill it, often revealing more than they intended. By mastering the art of silence, you can control the flow of the conversation. If you ask a tough question, wait. Don't rush to fill the silence. Let the other person feel the weight of the moment. They might start to fidget, shift in their seat, or look away, classic signs of discomfort. These nonverbal cues can give you the upper hand, allowing you to gauge their true feelings or intentions. 4. Strategic touch. Physical touch, when used appropriately, can be a powerful tool in manipulation. A light touch on the arm, a handshake with just the right amount of firmness, or a pat on the back can convey warmth, support, and trustworthiness. Touch creates a connection that words alone cannot. However, it's important to use this technique sparingly and with sensitivity to the other person's comfort level. An ill-timed or unwanted touch can create the opposite effect, making the other person feel uncomfortable or even violated. 5. The role of facial expressions. Facial expressions are another critical component of nonverbal communication. Master manipulators know how to control their facial expressions to convey the exact emotion they want the other person to see. A well-timed smile, a raised eyebrow, or a thoughtful nod can all influence how the other person perceives you. For instance, smiling while delivering bad news can soften the blow, making you seem more approachable and empathetic. Conversely, maintaining a neutral or serious expression during a critical point in a conversation can convey authority and control. 6. The power of suggestion. Verbal communication also plays a significant role in manipulation, particularly through the power of suggestion. By carefully choosing your words, you can plant ideas in someone's mind without them even realizing it. For example, instead of directly asking someone to do something, you might suggest that it's what most people would do in their situation, or imply that it's the right choice without saying it outright. This technique leverages the human tendency to want to fit in or do what's expected of them. 7. The illusion of choice. Another verbal technique involves offering the illusion of choice. This is where you present 2 or more options to someone, all of which lead to the outcome you desire. The key here is to make the other person feel like they're in control, even though you've subtly guided them to the decision you wanted all along. For example, If you're trying to convince someone to agree to a plan, you might say, "Would you prefer to start this next week or the week after?" Notice that both options align with your goal, but the other person feels like they have control over the decision. 8. Reading and exploiting vulnerabilities. Lastly, the most sophisticated manipulators are skilled at reading and exploiting others' vulnerabilities. This involves paying close attention to the other person's body language, speech patterns, and emotional cues to identify their weaknesses or insecurities. For example, if someone's body language suggests they're nervous or unsure, a manipulator might exploit this by subtly undermining their confidence or steering the conversation in a way that plays on those insecurities. This can be done through a combination of verbal and nonverbal cues, such as using a patronizing tone or adopting a posture that exudes dominance. 9. The subtle art of leading questions. Leading questions are another tool that skilled communicators use to manipulate conversations subtly. These questions are phrased in a way that suggests a particular answer or leads the other person towards a specific conclusion. For example, instead of asking, "Did you enjoy the presentation?" you might ask, "What did you find most engaging about the presentation?" This not only assumes that the person found something engaging, but also steers the conversation in the direction you want. The key to using leading questions effectively is subtlety. They should never feel forced or obvious. When done correctly, they can guide the conversation where you want it to go while making the other person feel like they arrived there on their own. So, to wrap things up, we've covered some shocking communication tips for mastering manipulation. From the power of nonverbal cues and strategic silence to the art of suggestion and the illusion of choice, these techniques can give you the upper hand in social interactions. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these tools wisely and ethically, and always be mindful of the impact your actions have on others. If you found this video intriguing and want to learn more about the art of communication and body language, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Body Talk Chronicles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.